Hello everybody, it's Serafina and I'm here with your daily tarot insight. So before I begin, I would like to call upon the spirit of the universe that loves us unconditionally. I would like to call upon the spirits of this land, of this island, and of this ocean, and I thank them for holding the space and for their ancient wisdom. And I would like to call upon my guides, my ancestors, my team of light, and my higher self, and I thank them for their guidance and presence with this collective reading. So Mercury is officially retrograde today. It's in Gemini and it's going to go back into Taurus and then it's going to go forward into Gemini. It's approximately 3 weeks. So, the shadow period started in Taurus, and Taurus is all about stability and grounding. And then it moves into the air sign, which is Gemini. So it could be that we're going to be like reevaluating, reassessing the foundation of something that needs to be grounded at a deeper level, maybe some roots growing in deeper to grab nourishment that we thought we had already dealt with. And so we're going to be reassessing this as it goes back into Taurus, and then we're going to be like on more solid ground, and then we can finally go into the communication sphere of Gemini, communication and decision making. Another important thing today is that Jupiter moved into Aries, and this, I'm personally quite excited about it. I'm an Aries rising, so it's in my first house. So I really suggest that you find out which house this is in for you to see how it's going to be affecting you, because Jupiter is a benevolent planet. It brings expansion, it brings growth. We could be finding new spiritual practices, new modalities, new guides. We could be delving into the Akashic records. But mostly it's about owning our power and taking our power back. So let's get into the tarot. Beloved spirit of the universe that loves us unconditionally, what loving guidance is there for the collective today? What loving guidance is there for the collective today? We have the Two of Cups. Something along the lines of our relationships. What further guidance is there for the collective today? We have the Four of Wands. Again, stability and achievement. What further guidance is there for the collective today? We have the Page of Pentacles. And getting a sense of fresh, something new, a new approach. What further guidance is there for the collective today? We have the Six of Cups. We're revisiting, very retrograde. This is a card of nostalgia. Okay, to complement, let's use the Threads of Fate. What further guidance is there for the collective today? We have the card Reflect. It's making me think of this retrograde season because if you think about it, first the planet goes moving and it crosses all these points, then it goes retrograde and it crosses that point again, and then it goes forward. So it revisits something 3 times. So this is why I'm seeing that it's kind of like an analogy of that, like mirrors, cosmic mirrors of some sort. And I feel like picking one from this deck of, I forget its name. Oh, Twin Flames Ascension. I think it's, since we got the Two of Cups, let's see what's going on. Beloved spirit of the universe, what further guidance is there for the collective today? We have reprogram your soul, release, raise, and reclaim. 5 is a number of change in numerology. So I'm going to start off actually by reading from this specific deck. Okay. Your higher guidance suggests you release all that no longer serves you and your greatest good in life, love, and livelihood. Your soul is programmed with negative memories from every experience you have encountered in all times, spaces, and realities throughout your soul's evolutionary journey. These imprints have created stories that are deep-seated within your soul and are still controlling your actions. This card suggests you reprogram your soul by releasing attachments to people, places, and things that are not supporting you. This action will raise your energetic frequency, leaving your heart free to align with your highest potential. Cutting ties to those barriers removes interference in your soul's frequency, which has blocked you from turning into your highest vibration. Bringing your energy into balance restores heart wholeness and ignites your inner soul flame. This sense of being complete will enhance your ability to experience love in all areas of your life. You will not only radiate love from everything you do going forward, but you'll find appreciation and gratitude for all that is allowing you to reclaim your life in its higher state of being. That's quite beautiful, because I feel that it's very much aligned to what I was mentioning with this Mercury retrograde and with this Jupiter that's entering into Aries. So it's, and as we know, retrogrades are all about reprogramming, revisiting, all the reclaiming, right? So we have release, raise, and reclaim. So let's get into the cards. We're starting off with the Two of Cups. Match made in heaven, heart-centered, right? It's all about finding that energetic match, whether it be in friendship, whether it be in romantic relationship, whether it be in yourself with your masculine and feminine sides. Not only that, but notice this caduceus here. This is healing. This is what intertwines the alchemical marriage between two opposites, right? So already it's telling me that there's a deepening of love, a deepening or a revisiting of what that means for us. And it definitely has to do with our sense of home, our sense of self. Look, you could even say that these two are celebrating here. They're celebrating it's like a wedding, it's a matrimony, it's a stabilization. Castles and tarot symbolize stability, right? So I feel that perhaps there is some union that's happening, something that's helping us come together and to find a stronger stability. But yesterday was more in a nurturing way. Right now I'm sensing that it has to do with some new project, a new sense of self, a new way of perceiving things, a new way that we're interacting with our material realm. It also just makes me think of the importance of reclaiming our power, as I said. And how do we reclaim our power? It has to do a lot with the words that we use. And this is something that I feel is always very prevalent with Mercury retrogrades, because Mercury is all about communication, and Mercury is also very good at storytelling. And it's in Gemini, right? So it's like allowing ourselves to reframe, allowing ourselves to reevaluate the words that we use to describe ourselves, the ways that we use to describe our relationships, and what it is that makes us feel stable and at home and connected to our true and authentic self. And it could be just reflecting, like all of this internal process could just be reflecting on something on the outside, a new project, a new business venture, a new sense of self, a new something that we're just nurturing like a little baby. And it is going to kind of take us back into something that was important to us. Maybe this Mercury retrograde, we're going to be like re-evaluating something that we maybe left behind, something that we thought that wasn't for us. This is a card of soulmates as well. So I have to say it, like there is a strong call for maybe to reunite with something or someone, because we have the Two of Cups, which is all about love. This, which is about celebration, matrimony, and stability. This is a new project, a new stable foundation, right? And then this card, which just speaks of, these two children offering each other cups. If you notice, there's cups there, and this cup has a beautiful lily in it or some sorts. And so it's a card of going back to what's important, of being able to reassess that. And these two swans, right? The two swans with this new eye, with this new perception of being able to see things in a new light. So you know, and as this card said, 5-5, reprogram your soul. And I think I mentioned this a couple of videos ago, or one video ago, of just like how I can see this rewiring that's happening within us all at a collective, and obviously individually, because that's where it starts, where we're going to be asked to release, raise, and reclaim our power. And how better to do that with our mirrors outside, right? Obviously projecting onto other people is not the healthiest way of doing things, but the truth is that we all do it. We all use judgment, we all project, we all do these things, and all we need to do is to bring higher awareness towards those things. So all in all, I feel that it's a very positive reading. And again, this Mercury retrograde is going to be having us reassess things. And I don't feel that this Mercury retrograde is going to be as intense as it's been with other times. I feel that it's going to be just a little bit more gentle. And all that it's asking is for us to reassess these things with a higher level of consciousness. So today I want to use the deck of Kali, because we're heading into a lunar eclipse with Scorpio. And Scorpio is quite interesting. I mean, it doesn't have the best reputation, but I personally have a lot of respect for Scorpio. Scorpio at a deeper level is about merging, and that's why it's so deep. It's shamanically deep. Lots of people who are in the profession of like psychotherapy or therapists have strong Scorpio placements, shamans, because they have the ability to kind of like merge paradoxes, to merge things. Anybody who has lots of placements in Scorpio know that they have this ability to just go deep. It's like an X-ray vision. And so Scorpio brings lots of gifts as well in its higher vibration. So beloved Mother Kali, what loving guidance is there for the collective today? What loving guidance is there for the collective today? We have Khadga, number 9. Interesting how we see 2 skulls, right? We have 2 people, and 2 people. Look at that. 2, 2, 2, and 2. So let's see what Kali has for us today. She wields the holy sword of divine severance, empowering the soul in radical letting go. She instills the courage to bear the pain of loss and the wisdom to release the secret blessing that can only arise when we embrace change. Where our strengths of will may falter, she intervenes to ensure we do not sabotage our ultimate fulfillment and spiritual progress. We will not allow ourselves to be ensnared in any kind of deception or trapped in fear. She is a liberator, and her sword clears a path, revealing truth. Khadga is a Sanskrit word for sword. Devi Khadgasta means the divine mother who wields the sword. What is this sacred weapon? The sword severs, breaks, and destroys. It can be a symbol of truth and the need of the soul to let something or someone go, even though the attachment of the ego may demand that we remain connected out of fear of loss or fear of pain of loss. So it's definitely saying, again, that we need to release, raise, and reclaim. It probably has to do with romantic relationships, friendships, something that we want, something to go back to that was safe, that was secure. However, we are on our way. I'm not seeing like really bad cards saying like, no, a tower moment or something like that. I feel like we're on our way. I feel like there's something to celebrate. And this something to celebrate could do with our new endeavors. When Kali Devi's sword appears as a message, she advises that wherever we are struggling with can and should be handed over to a higher power. She will sever the threads of attachment, and we can trust that if someone or something is meant to remain in our lives or to return according to divine love and wisdom, then so shall it be. If we need to go against divine love to keep something, it can only create suffering. She will not only remove that impediment on our path, but support you. So the release brings the joy rather than the endless sorrow. Okay, so yeah, definitely there's something that's asking to be released, and it could be anything. I find it so interesting how sometimes we think we know what we need to really be released, and we work on releasing it, and then it turns out to be something completely different. So I ask or I suggest that you be aware of what it is that's kind of like crumbling around you. And if you can, even do like guided meditations of cutting etheric cords or going into Akashic records to kind of just like clear the energy around you as much as possible, to only leave the threads of love. And then from there, you know, God, the universe, the goddess will do the rest. The great mother will do the rest for you, because they see the intention. If you come with pure intentions to be able to reflect and to have self-awareness around those things that are no longer serving you. And they know us well, you know, our guides know us well. They know the human ego. They know the mischievous ways that our ego tries to bend and manipulate things to keep things in our lives. So we're ending with this card, right? We're ending with this card in the tarot, which is a beautiful card of nostalgia, of being able to, again, reconnect to our inner child. And I just want to go back to the message of reframing and being cautious with our words this Mercury retrograde. What stories are we telling about ourselves to others? What, you know, I was imagining the other day when I woke up, and I was just like, because I watched this movie called Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. And basically in this movie, these two people have their memory erased from each other because they didn't want to remember this loving connection that they had. And at the end of the movie, well, spoiler alert, they end up finding each other anyway, even though they already erased each other from their minds. And I just found it interesting to realize that whatever really is meant to happen is going to happen. And all we can do is have the best intention. And so what we just need to do is kind of like be aware of the words that we're using, of the stories that we're telling others and ourselves about ourselves at the end of the day. Okay, everybody, I hope that this was useful to you. If you think that your community is going to resonate with these videos, I ask that you share them, or that you comment on them, or at least that you like them, because when you do that, it helps me reach more people. And if you want a reading, I can always direct you to my website. And I hope you all have a very blessed Mercury retrograde season, and I will be back here tomorrow. Bye.